7 reverse thinking strategies to break through in business and life. If you only rely on theory, reverse thinking can be quite abstract and difficult to grasp. However, when applied to real-life stories with specific contexts and challenges, you can clearly understand how this mindset works and the benefits it brings. Lesson 1. Never make customers feel like they're losing out. To reduce food waste, a buffet restaurant implemented a policy. Customers who took more food than they could eat would be fined $10. However, this led to a decline in business performance. The manager then decided to take a different approach, increasing the price of dishes by $10 but rewarding customers who didn't waste food with a $10 refund. As a result, not only did food waste decrease significantly, but the restaurant's business also recovered. Lesson: instead of punishing customers, find a way to encourage them positively. Lesson 2, the same. Resources can yield different outcomes. With a new perspective, a wealthy man constantly feared that burglars would break into his home whenever he was away. Many suggested getting a guard dog, but he didn't have time to care for one. After careful thought, he came up with a solution. Whenever he left home, he set his Wi-Fi to free access, no password required. People were puzzled, but he explained, "Since it's home Wi-Fi, the connection is very fast, but its range is limited. So when I'm away, many people gather near my house to use the free Wi-Fi, unintentionally keeping an eye on my home." Lesson: sometimes you don't need extra resources, just a different way of thinking to achieve the same goal. Lesson 3. Thinking differently can lead to greater results. A business owner launched a fishing service with an entry fee of $10. However, visitors found it extremely difficult to catch any fish, despite having experience and good equipment. Seeing this, the owner announced, anyone who failed to catch a fish would receive a free chicken as compensation. This created a surge in visitors, as people felt they had nothing to lose and were intrigued by the challenge. Later, a manager revealed the truth. The owner actually operated a professional chicken farm. Lesson: profits don't always come from the direct product you sell. Sometimes, a smart business strategy can create new revenue streams. Lesson 4. Know yourself and others to win every battle. An old man loved peace and quiet, but his home was near a public space where children often played noisily. Since he couldn't ban them, he came up with a different approach. On the first day, he gave each child 3 pieces of candy and thanked them for bringing him joy. He even encouraged them to continue playing there. The children were delighted and started coming even more often. A few days later, he gradually reduced the candy, first to 2 pieces, then 1, and eventually none at all. At that point, the children felt disappointed and upset. They said, "If we're not getting candy anymore, we won't come back to play." And just like that, the old man regained his peace and quiet. Lesson: when trying to influence behavior, don't confront directly. Guide people toward your desired outcome. Lesson 5. Understand customer psychology and you can influence their actions. A seller introduced a female customer to a book titled 500 Excuses Men Use for Coming Home Late and insisted that she should buy it. Curious, she asked, "Why should I buy this book?" The seller smiled and replied, "Because your husband just bought a copy." Without hesitation, she decided to buy one for herself. Lesson: if you can tap into a customer's psychology, they will make the buying decision on their own, without much persuasion needed. Lesson 6. When it seems like there's no way out, look for a different path. A senior monk asked a novice monk, if stepping forward means falling off a cliff, and stepping back means plunging into a stormy sea, what will you do? The novice monk calmly replied, "Then I'll walk to the side." Lesson: don't limit yourself to the obvious choices. If options A and B don't work, look for option C. Lesson 7. Change your calculation method and you may find a better solution. A wealthy man went to buy tomatoes and was told the price was $1.70 per kilogram. He selected 3 tomatoes, 2 small ones and 1 large one. The seller weighed them and said, "That'll be $1 error." The wealthy man then removed the largest tomato, keeping only the 2 smaller ones. Seeing this, the seller adjusted the price. "These 2 will be $0.80. Without hesitation, the man took out $0.20, paid for the difference, and walked away with the large tomato. Lesson: By changing the way you calculate and analyze a situation, you may discover a more advantageous solution. Conclusion. Reverse thinking or inverse thinking is not just a business strategy. It's an essential skill that helps you find creative solutions in any situation. To achieve breakthrough success, you must change the way you perceive problems, dare to think differently, and take bold action. What do you think about these lessons? Share your thoughts.